Marguerite Annie Johnson, popularly known as Maya Angelou, is one of the most renowned figures of the 20th century. She began her career as a singer and dancer, worked as a civil rights activist and journalist, wrote several acclaimed autobiographies, some screenplays for movies and numerous poems, appeared in television shows, taught at Wake Forest University, and received many honors including 2010 Presidential Medal of Freedom. Here are some of the major accomplishments of Maya Angelou. She was a cast member of the opera Porgy and Bess in the mid-1950s. Angelou began her career as a performer by singing and dancing to calypso music in clubs. In 1954, she got a role in a touring production of the opera Porgy and Bess. In 1957, her first album, Miss Calypso, was released. Miss Calypso was a moderate success, but Angelou did not make any further recording as a singer. Maya Angelou also worked as an editor and freelance writer in various African journals. Maya Angelou was in career in 1961 to 1962. Here she worked as an associate editor of Arab Observer, an English-language weekly news magazine. In 1962, Angelou moved to Accra, the capital city of Ghana. She stayed there till 1965. She became an administrator at the University of Ghana, served as a future editor of the African Review, a journal initiated by African-American activist Julian Mayfield. She was a freelance writer for the Ghanaian Times, a government-owned daily newspaper. She wrote and broadcasted for Radio Ghana and performed for Ghana's National Theatre. In 1997, Angelou was honored on the postage stamp of Ghana. Angelou contributed to the civil rights movement as a fundraiser and organizer. In 1960, Maya Angelou met Martin Luther King Jr., leader of the African American civil rights movement. She helped to raise funds for Southern Christian Leadership Conference, a prominent civil rights organization, by organizing and starring in the musical revue Cabaret for Freedom. Her autobiography, Caged Bird, is considered an influential book in the genre. In 1969, Maya Angelou's autobiography, I Know While the Caged Bird Sings, was published. In it, she narrates her journey and experience from when she was 3 years old to the time she became a mother at the age of 16. The book became an immediate bestseller and remained in the New York Times paperback bestsellers for 2 years. Caged Bird brought Angelou international fame and critical acclaim. It was nominated for National Book Award in 1970 and has been translated into 17 languages, sold more than 1 million copies, and still appears on college reading lists. Caged Bird is Maya Angelou's most renowned work. In 2011, Time magazine placed it in the list of 100 most influential books written in English since 1923. Maya Angelou is also considered an influential figure in autobiographical literature. Maya Angelou went on to write 6 more autobiographies, including Gather Together in My Name in 1974, which focuses on a difficult period in her life from the age of 17 to 19, and Mom and Me and Mom 2013 focuses on her relationship with her mother. She also wrote 3 books of essays, which are referred to as Angelou's Wisdom Books, 2 cookbooks, few plays, and several books for children. But Maya Angelou remains best known for her 7 autobiographies, which set a precedent for not only black women writers, but also the genre of autobiography as a whole. Angelou was the first female poet to recite a poem at the US presidential inauguration in 1971. Maya Angelou's first collection of poetry, Just Give Me a Cold Drink of Water Before I Die, was published. It was a bestseller and was nominated for Pulitzer Prize. Angelou went on to publish several poetry collections. She remains one of the most popular poets, and her poems have been called anthems of African Americans. In 1993, Angelou recited a poem on the pulse of morning at President Clinton's inauguration. She thus became the second ever poet to be so honored, the first being Robert Frost, who recited the gift outright at President John F. Kennedy's inauguration in 1961. Maya Angelou was the first black woman to write a screenplay of a major film. Maya Angelou wrote the screenplay and soundtrack of the 1972 Swedish-American drama film Georgia, Georgia. This was the first major release with a screenplay written by a black woman. Maya Angelou also wrote the screenplay of 1982 American drama television series Sister Sister and 1990 ABC drama series Brewster Place. In 1988, she directed the famous 1957 play Moon on a Rainbow Shower for the Amelda Theatre, London. Maya Angelou appeared in the supporting role in the 1977 television miniseries Roots and several times on the long-running American children's television series Sesame Street. She was nominated for a Tony Award for her role in the 1973 play Local Way. She was the first renowned professor of American Studies at Wake Forest University. In the 1960s, Maya Angelou worked as a teacher in the School of Music and Drama at the University of Ghana. She had a long association with Wake Forest University, a research university in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which awarded her an honorary degree in 1977. In 1982, Angelou was named the university's first Reynolds Professor of American Studies. She taught a variety of subjects and in an interview described herself as a teacher who writes. Since the 1990s, Maya Angelou also participated in the lecture circuit, making around 80 appearances a year. Maya Angelou was awarded the 2010 Presidential Medal of Freedom. Maya Angelou won 3 Grammy Awards in the Best Spoken Word category, including for an audio recording of her poem On the Pulse of Money, which she read at President Bill Clinton's inauguration. Angelou won numerous awards and honors throughout her diverse careers. She was awarded over 50 honorary degrees and won accolades for her works in literature and films. In 1994, she was awarded the Spingarn Medal. In addition to the National Medal of Arts presented by President Clinton and the Presidential Medal of Freedom presented by President Obama, she was given the Literarian Award, an honorary National Book Award for contributions to the literary community. Before her death, Angelou had been awarded more than 50 honorary degrees. Maya Angelou had been living with health issues for many years and was suffering from heart problems. When she died on May 28, 2014, she was found by her caretaker at home in Winston-Salem, where she had taught for a number of years at Wake Forest University. She died at the age of 86.